Down. 180.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Move it down.
Check out.
Switch.
General West.
Hey, Raider 2.
Check 24.
That's it.
From the gun, it's Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Delta.
Check.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. For a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here we go. Here we go.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
180, 59!
58, boys, 58, Mike. Hey, here I come. Slam.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, easy. Monday. 58 to Mike. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey. Shit. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Hey. Chance.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
44. Mike, 44. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Hey, easy. Just 31. Sponge.
Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
22.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Set, waiting.
58, come on.
Double right.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hey. Zero.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check.
Two flag chief.
Switch. Check.
White Monday down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We're good.
40's a mutt.
Hey, let's pin the mirror.
From the gun, Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Running is Jacobs. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the Lions' 46-yard line.
93.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Tighten up.
Raider 2. 694.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And an update from a game going on out in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
44, Mike. Hey. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Set the tone, defense.
Omaha, remove.
Hey,
70.
check 37.
Here's Stafford.
Let's see it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. 2 to throw his car toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Carr now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the ground, this is Johnson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Prater, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 7:34.
They run it with Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 40,
hey, 7:34.
Here's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 27, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
5. Mike's 40. You're not ready.
Carr now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let...
Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game with the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check. Lucky.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Carr gives to Rashard. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 43-yard line.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
Nice, sweetheart.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Man, I got you. Check.
White.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch twist.
That's right. Come. Shoot.
On 1st down, Richard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Mike.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Matt Prater lining up for the
A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A third down gain of 19. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Detroit, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.